Well, a very, very warm welcome to you on what is, of course, a truly special day in this part of the world. It is Derby Day, a rivalry so deeply entrenched into the history of sport in this land. It divides opinions, it divides families, it divides just about anything that can be divided. The game itself lasts just 90 minutes, but its repercussions can be felt for months and years ahead. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages, one of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. Tottenham have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
And we're underway. So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. So here we are, hoping for another Derby Day spectacle. And the keeper's in command. Arsenal are having to deal not just with their opponents, but also with a congested fixture list. It's at times like this when depth of resources becomes so important.
And it's a time when the squad is called upon to help keep everything ticking over. That's why we see the bigger squads these days for weeks like this.
And there's a long ball, and help's available out wide. Massive leap! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Arsenal can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source. Arsenal have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Play for a throw. Beautifully done. So the derby's come round again, and at least pre-match is living up to billing.
Yeah.
Noisy old press conferences, a lot of colourful talk.
Yeah, here's hoping that we get the same intrigue and the thrills from...
Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. There could be trouble here. And for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Tottenham get themselves into the lead.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Referee's given a throw. Ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Vertonghen, looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Vertonghen tries to get it forward quickly. Roddy Lopez. Ali. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. And it's half-time here. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Tottenham come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. Here we go again. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Granit Xhaka, and it's Lacazette. Son Heung-min. Dele Alli. Now it's Son Heung-min. He gets past his man. Oh, well defended. He's had a shot! He has done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't read, and they paid the price and deserved to.
Arsenal have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
It's Ozil, looking to get within range. Arsenal, whose manager was the brains behind the last win.
Well, Peter, he was lauded by the media, and quite rightly too. I think what he did was clever and decisive, and it just goes to show how tactically astute he is.
Roddy Lopez. Socrates positions himself well and cuts it out. Guendouzi had a hand in that goal which gave his side the lead in their last match. Alderweireld. Vertonghen. Kyle Walker. Roddy Lopez. And it's Walker. Ronnie Lopez. Delivery from Walker. Towering header!
Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Kane just got a little carried away with himself there. He knew he could have clinched it. Ronnie Lopez. Ronnie Lopez. It's on a play. Dele Alli!
Hoists it forward. And that's it. So they have their win. They had all the answers to whatever the opposition threw at them, and the result followed inevitably. The end of the game. Reflections? Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye. So we're down to the last 8. The competition, you sense, rapidly heading towards its big climax. A dash for the finishing line, the showpiece final. Welcome to our live coverage on quarter-final day. It is good to have you with us, and you can see that the atmosphere is building very nicely. Super noise, grand level of expectation, and that is only rising as we head towards kick-off time. This must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. So this is where we're up to in the quarter-finals. Already plenty enough to get the juices flowing.
Well, look, when you reach this stage of the competition, you begin to think you can go the distance. Now, the big characters in either dressing room will be stressing the need to find whatever it takes to get through. Has everyone got the substance and character to make it happen? These are the questions that...
And Batshuayi! Kyle Walker. He's got options out wide. He has it out wide now. Eriksson! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Sissoko trying to get there. Dyer. And it's Willian. Vertonghen. Musa Sissoko. Son Heung-min. He's looked long this time. Well waited. Ronnie Lopez. He's had a go! And he's found the net! There is the breakthrough! Oh, that always looked the likely outcome.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
Tottenham take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest. Marcos Alonso.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Dyer. And it's half-time here. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but Everton still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticky. No one's afraid to have a go.
Tottenham, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Chance! In it goes! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Simplicity itself.
The poor defending or not, that was a clinical finish. Both the movement and the execution were top drawer.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Tottenham get themselves a two-goal cushion.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Son Heung-min. Rose. Danny Rose drives it forward. Kane. Beautifully done. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Ronnie Lopez. Plays it out to the wing. And the counter is on. Barkley. Giroud. Big chance!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Vertonghen with the crossfield ball. Ball's out on the left now. Danny Rose drives forward with purpose. Rose. There's the cross. In he flies! Harmlessly behind.
Well, he did get himself into a good position. Something for him to cling to.
Chelsea can make their change now with a break in play. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. Well played, he saw that coming. Dyer tries to get it forward quickly. Goes for goal! Has he found his man?
Giroud really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
He's off on a marauding run.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Vertonghen. Keeper sends it forward. Played out to the right. Walker has it in a wide position, so what next? Plenty waiting in the middle. And there goes the final whistle. Tottenham through to the last four. Just 2 more steps now. They have got a crack at it. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
There's a solidity about them, almost as if they set up not to lose and see how things unfold. That eases the pressure on the strikers, who can afford to be patient, and it's all paid off.
Well, hello, good afternoon to one and all. Like you, we are very much ready to go here and looking forward to a game that has been the topic for universal conversation in this part of the world for much of the last few days. It's dry at the moment, but the forecasters have warned us of impending rain. There's no certainty about that, but when it does come, it shouldn't affect the dynamics of a match which has so much riding on it. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And it's Giroud. Kovacic. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Oh, he's broken through. He's left his man. This is Mertens! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Keeper has beaten it away. Mertens, and the shot! And he comes up trumps again.
Yeah, well, he won't be happy with some of the defending in front of him. He can hold his head high. That was a fantastic stop.
Now it's Kane. Ronnie Lopez. In by Ronnie Lopez. That is not what he intended. Rudiger tries to get it forward quickly. Azpilicueta goes looking. Pulisic. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Lo Celso. Tottenham have the league's best defensive record. And it's Lucas Moura. And here's Kane. Ericsson. And Ericsson! Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Ericsson goes short. Lucas Moura. Ball is over the line. Looking for space out wide. Oh, smart save. Mertens. Mertens with a long pass. Keeper's got good distance on that. And we've reached half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. And after 45 minutes it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
Looking for a decent ball in. Oh, he's gone for it! So here comes the substitution. Hefty. Oh, real danger here. Rose. He's had a shot. Oh, good effort. He got plenty on that.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little back there to indicate what was coming. Just to point out, Peter, that fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
It's a goal kick. And there's going to be another change here. Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta plays it forward. He's made sure that that won't get through. Tottenham are in superb form defensively. 5 consecutive clean sheets. Alderweireld tries to switch the play. Sanchez. And it's Rose. Kane! That comes as a mighty relief. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Well positioned to make that interception. Son Heung-min.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Conte. Jorginho. Let's wrestle off the ball. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Clears it out of harm's way. It's gone for a throw-in. They need to get it in quick. Willian. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Tottenham are making a change now. Jean is coming on, a player whose recent development has been truly eye-catching. Williams' cross. Cooper sees it all the way. Added time is up. And there goes the whistle. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied by organisation and solidity. Little cutting edge at either end, and it finishes 0-0. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
That's it from us. Many thanks go to Jim Beglin, and goodbye from us. Well, hello, good evening, everyone. We have reached the pivotal point of the competition. The field is down to 16. We are therefore in exclusive company. Group tables are behind us. We have reached the cutthroat stage of the competition. Knockout football of the highest order, and it is live here. Well, this is the scene inside the 54,000 all-seater Johan Cruyff Arena, decked out in that hugely familiar livery of the club that the great man himself, Cruyff, represented. Well, this is a noisier occasion all round. Everybody, Jim, knows what's at stake here.
Well, Peter, knockout competitions require knockout mindsets. There has to be a more dynamic edge to the whole approach, whether from going ahead or replying to going behind. This is when the adventure kicks in, and you have to be mentally prepared for a more intense pressure.
And we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much more than that for his team. He's got the physical presence to hold the ball up and the awareness to bring pretty much everyone else into play.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Yama tries to clear. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled.
Ronnie Lopez.
Well, of course, every year this is the point at which it gets really tough. Not just within the confines of this competition, but the season as a whole.
Yes, and we've seen many a team collapse over the years in this February period, mainly because of fatigue and injury. You know, it is a key time for squad rotation.
Ajax seem happy to let their strikers roam out wide.
I wouldn't want that.
No?
Well, my worry is that their main threat is being shifted out of contention.
Hoists it forward. Eriksson. Promes. Blint. Wanyama. Musa Sissoko. Eriksson. Very well to intervene.
Kane really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Well, the ball's come loose, and the chase is on. And Eriksson! Goal!
Well, let me assure you that scoring just before half-time is always a real treat. And when it's one of your top talents who delivers it, it just seems to fuel confidence that little bit more. It's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
Tottenham break the deadlock.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Promes. Just brushed off the ball there. And the half-time whistle goes. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They work tirelessly for me.
Tottenham happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. We're underway again.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Dublin does well there, alert. Promes tries to stroke it through. Musa Sissoko. Kyle Walker. Musa Sissoko. Good idea, just poorly executed. Wanyama. Tottenham are still that goal to the good. And it's Eriksson. Eriksson goes up and over. Oh, shooting chance! Only partially clear. It's a loose ball. Blint. Ajax do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Ziyech. Sanchez. Musa Sissoko. Danny Rose desperately wants to get on the end of this. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min spreads it towards the left. Delivery from Rose. Kane finds himself offside.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Good ball. Now it's Lucas Moura. And it's been given away. Son Heung-min!
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Ziyech.
They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there.
Promes conjuring up some magic on the right-hand side. Promes looking to run onto it. Ziyech. The Tongan gets it away. And there goes the final whistle. Tottenham take a huge step towards the next round. They have the all-important away win. It is theirs now to lose. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, Peter, I'm sure a more comfortable margin would have been preferable, but you can't expect to get your way all the time. I think it was a win earned through game management, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Well, what a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence in this part of the world. They've been talking about this one for a while and they have rolled up to it in fantastic numbers. You should have seen the roads outside the ground in the hour or two leading up to it. It has been bumper to bumper, the traffic has been extraordinary, but the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters who were queuing round the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture, well, now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every... Real chance!
Just couldn't quite turn it in.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Silva. Tottenham were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. De Bruyne. Mendy drives it forward. First quarter of an hour gone. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Now it's Son Heung-min. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Son Heung-min was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Out towards the flank. Plenty waiting in the middle. Bernardo Silva. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Kyle Walker. Dinks one in. Nice little chip. Has a hit! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Ali simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived. And boy, did he hit it.
Tottenham have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it?
Well, that goal has got the whole stadium rocking here. This is exactly the kind of atmosphere the players should feed off now.
Silva. Fernandinho has been included in the starting 11 for the first time in... Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. The Tongan gets good distance on it. It's come loose. And it's Silva. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Finds himself eased off the ball. And he heaves it forward. Just brushed off the ball there. Mondi. And here's De Bruyne. Oh, that's neat. Delivers across. Silva. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but it still had its moments, and ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with the first half performance and the scoreline. They definitely want to maintain the momentum now and finish the job.
Tottenham head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And we're off again. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Dele Alli. Son Heung-min. Alderweireld. Son Heung-min. And it's Rose. Loses his balance and loses the ball. And here's Son Heung-min. It's on a Kane with a shot! Really well taken goal. A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
You know, Peter, from the moment it left his foot, it looked unstoppable. That was thumped.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Now it's Kane. Now it's Eriksson. Eriksson! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
A couple of changes then in quick succession. João Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Kane. And it's Son Heung-min. Going through. Well, he's got the ball glued to his feet. Ali. And now the breakaway. Laporte. Silva. Dele Alli. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Aguero. Just 5 minutes left. Son Heung-min. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Sané. And here's Sané. Beautifully done. Can he deliver? And that's been well dealt with. And that's that. Tottenham have won it. As much industry as inspiration. Whatever the formula, it has worked for them. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Of course, we all love to watch the creative side of the game and goal scorers, but there's an art to good defence too, and their organisation and discipline has helped earn this win.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Whistle's gone, that's foul. What a save from the Reese! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Needed a better pass there. Back to the keeper and go again. Plays it over to the other flank.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a...
Shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's come loose! Son Heung-min chooses to go back, and it's Dele Alli. Davis has it in a wide position, so what next? He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Shapes to shoot!
Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Tottenham were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. And it's played forward. Finds himself eased off the ball. Dele Alli. Kane. Davis. It's a brilliant interception. Dendoncker finds himself back in the starting side for the first time in a while. No goals as yet. Cutrone. It's a loose ball. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Forward it goes. Davis. He's got away. Davis delivers. Ruben Neves. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. The action is back underway.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though...
Hits one! Superb goal!
And that has only enhanced his already huge reputation. They were obviously hoping for an early second-half boost, but there are a few who can truly make it happen, and this is a very welcome tonic now.
Simplicity itself.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
And that puts him right up in contention to be the competition's top scorer. A 1-0 lead established.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Dendoncker. Oh, really good feet from him. Goes for the cross. Lloris catches it safely. Vertonghen. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Tottenham are the standout defensive side of the moment. They've not conceded in their last 5. Davis looks to get on the end of this. That's a throw. Sanchez. Lloris gets it upfield.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Tottenham have made a great start to the second half, and it's 1-0. And it's Davis.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Rapidly approaching the end. Is this to be it? Is this where their title bid hits the buffers? 5 minutes left on the clock. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Ruben Neves does well there, alert.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
What a ball this has turned out to be. Lucas Moura. And that's it. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal.
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them, they upped their game in the end, and I thought they got what they deserved.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.